Okay, viewers, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you're joining this broadcast from, of course, this is on ITV Liberia True Live coverage. And we have with us,
My name is Jerome L. Kollie Jr. I'm a FB Lutheran. I serve as the second vice president for the National Lutheran Church Men Fellowship and also serve as deacon at the St. Francis Lutheran Church lay deacon. But in this capacity, I'm alone. I'm not serving, I'm not representing the National Men Fellowship. Neither am I representing the St. Francis Lutheran Church. So I am an independent aggrieved Lutheran.
yeah, and you have a placard.
Yeah. So the placard here says the placard here says we're asking the Bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia, Bishop Dr. G. Victor Patmo, to recuse himself and face the LACC allegation, the corruption allegation, scandal against him at the Lofa University because he served as the board chair for the Lofa University College. So we are asking him, in order to save the sanctity, in order to save the morality of the church, we are asking him to recuse himself and face the LACC scandal against him. After which time, when he's found not guilty, after which time he can take the office as a bishop. But right now, looking at the morality of the church, we are asking the bishop, you cannot be indicted for a corruption. You still sit in the seat as a bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. We think he now offering all well. So we are asking him to step down and recuse himself until the LACC exonerate him. For example, it is not he alone that was accused, that is indicted. We have the vice president and the human resource manager of the Lofa University, and they went through the LACC. Unfortunately for the human resource manager and the vice president, they were exonerated. LACC certificated them, so they have gone back to the Lofa University to take their various positions in their capacity. So that's the same thing we want our bishop to do. You can be the head of the church, then you got moral issue. So we are saying step down, recuse yourself, and go through your investigation. After which time, when you are found not guilty, then you can take your seat as a bishop of the Lutheran Church in
But
Liberia.
has he refused
Yeah, so
to face the LCC?
no, he has not refused to face the LACD, but what we are saying is because he's indicted now, you can be indicted and serve as a bishop because that's a corruption scandal. So we're saying recuse yourself and face the LACC.
But
That is our plight.
uh, our legal book says, or the Constitution, one is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So I think,
Granted, we agree, he presumed innocent. But because he represents our church, and our church is a sacred place, and he's indicted of a corruption, we're not saying he's guilty. Our church is a sacred place, so you can't have that characteristics hanging over you, then you still serve sacrament at the higher level. So we are saying to him, Right Reverend Dr. G. Victor Palmer, we are saying, kindly recuse yourself and go through your LACC process. After which time, if you are not guilty, you come. We will hear you. In fact, we will have a formal program for you, ushering you back to your office. That's what we are saying.
so have you tried reaching out to him as an individual?
So we try reaching out to him on many occasions through the executive council because we are represented at the executive council through our president. But like I said to you, I have come as an individual, not as a national men's fellowship.
So I'm asking you as an individual, have
So,
you tried reaching out to him?
so as an individual, it's not just easy to reach out to the bishop. On many times we've been to his office so that we can meet him. And when we go there, we don't have the opportunity to meet him. I've been at the LCL compound twice. I've been there twice so that we can meet the bishop to talk about it. But the opportunity is not given because once he is aware that we are going to discuss the morality issue, he doesn't give us the audience, especially me. The audience is not giving. So we channeled it through our president, Mr. Golaya, when he went at the executive council, and that was discussed. And to our utmost surprise, executive council, in line with the pastoral fellowship, said no, the bishop is not guilty. So because of that, he can step down. We're not saying he's guilty. We're saying morality is what the church stands for, and the corruption scandal is something that is not moral. So we're saying, can they recuse yourself and go through your LSCC process?
And some may say you are saying we. Are there other people in the background?
Yes, there are a series of people in the background. When you go in the Vera chat room, go to my Lutheran Connection chat room, go to Morrill District chat room, go to the National Lutheran Church Men chat room. Even his former bishop assistant who just got retired, Reverend Louis Mackay, is also part of the process in asking the bishop to recuse himself. Louis Mackay is part of the process. There are a few other persons, but like I said, I have come here as an individual. I have not come as a group, so I don't want to be specific to be calling other people names. I want to take the bullet I alone. So I alone decide to face the process. So I want to push it logically through my own instrumentality.
So, what do you hope to achieve at the end of the day?
So what we hope to achieve is
No, you.
what I hope to achieve is
Yes.
Bishop will listen to me and Bishop will listen to us collectively and recuse himself and go through the LACC process. There are a few other persons that have gone through, like I said, the human resource manager for local university. He went through the LACC process and he was certificated that his hair was not caught in the cookies jar. So why is the bishop refusing to recuse himself? Why is he refusing to recuse himself? And not only he alone, says about says Annie Magli Flomo, because she also served as the one of the board members. And Annie is in the process. Annie is facing LACC right now. She's facing LACC right now. Because of that, she did not even recontest her position as a president for the Simafu women. She did not recuse. Sorry, she did not recontest because of that. And right now, she's in the process. So what we are saying to the Bishop Vida Pano, kindly recuse yourself in order to save the morality of our church.
So today, uprightly just walk up to LCC and say, I have come to begin a formal investigation into it, or are they called upon by the LCC?
So once you are indicted, in order to expedite your own process, once you are indicted, you go straight to LACC. You go straight to LACC and tell LACC, I'm ready for my investigation. You understand? Then LACC set a time for you. That's how it works. That's how it works. So that is our quest to the Right Reverend Dr. G. Victor Padmo. I don't want to take most of your time, but I have come to say, Reverend G. Victor Padmo, kindly recuse yourself and go through the LACC process so that when you are proven not guilty, then we will hail you. Then you can go back in your office and take the seat as a bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia. But you can't have corruption scandal hanging over you. Then you serving holy sacrament in our church. Then you preaching in our church. We came here purposely today so that when you are going to come at this CMAVI 28 convention, because they invited him to serve as guest speaker. So we came purposely to stop that.
When you say we,
yeah,
you and who came today?
I got a lot of followers.
Okay.
I got a lot of followers. When you say Jerome is a household name in the Lutheran Church in Liberia. I started from Sunday school to youth, from youth right now I'm in the men auxiliary as the second vice president. So I got a lot of followers. I got a lot of people behind me. So we came purposely to disrupt his preaching today, but thank God he did not come in send a process.
So in the event where you're concerned, calling for the recusing of the bishop,
Yeah.
if it is not adhere to, what's your next course of action?
So if the bishop doesn't adhere to our concern and the corruption scandal is hanging over him, the next thing, we're not going to accept any holy sacrament from him. And secondly, we're not going to sit on his stewardship where he will administer the gospel. We're not going to sit on him any longer. If he will not recuse himself, we're not going to accept any holy sacrament from the bishop.
So meaning wherever he's preaching and communion is to be served, you won't go there.
Wherever he preach, I will not even sit on his preaching. I will not even sit on his message. Wherever I observe that bishop is at the identical program, when I invited there, I will not go there. But even if he comes to my church in the process of preaching, I will walk out because I don't want to disturb the service. So I will walk out. I will not accept holy sacrament from him until he recuses himself and go through the LACC process and be exonerated. Then before I hail him as a bishop of the Lutheran Church in Liberia.
Okay, so in closing, let's hear your parting
So
statement.
in closing, again, I have come to say to the Bishop G. Victor Padmo, I have come to say, kindly recuse yourself and go through your LACC process. Other than that, we're not going to accept any holy sacrament from you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for talking to us. That was the voice of Jerome L. Kollie. They're a former youth leader, a current leader within the National Lutheran Church Men's Fellowship. He's been speaking to our microphone, stating his own uh, grievances as it relates to the current bishop of the Lutheran Church recusing himself. That's in his word. But again, this has been an ITV Liberia 2 live coverage, and I've been Moses Cole. Thanks for finding us.